Best in red. James the Red Engine has been on the island for a very long time. He is also proud of his shiny red paintwork. James always finds the red engines to be the best engines. Reds are the best! Reds are the best! We're number one! James always tries to keep his paintwork nice and shiny. But on that day, he was not happy when Thomas arrived. Keep away from me and my shiny red paintwork. Sorry, James, but I'm resting here. Pah! Just go and get a washdown, Thomas. I can't. The water tower is empty. Pah! Stuff and nonsense. Why don't you go to the steamworks to get a washdown? That's so far away. I'll never make it back to my branch line in time. Oh yeah. I forgot you're not so fast or shiny or splendid like me. Can I please rest here, James? But you're so dirty. These sidings are only for the splendid engines, not the dirty ones. Now that's not fair, James. That's too bad. But still, my paintwork's the shiniest. Thomas wasn't happy. He was fed up with James's boasting. Just then, Percy rolled up in the sidings next to Thomas. Hello, Thomas. You look upset. I am, Percy. I'm just fed up with James boasting about his silly paintwork. Is there something I can do to help you? Yes, please, Percy, 'cause I have an idea. We're going to play a trick on James. Thomas told Percy all about his plan. Percy puffed away to the steamworks. That night, James boasted to the other engines about his paintwork. They couldn't wait for the morning to arrive. While the engines slept, Thomas rolled over with his cargo. I can't wait to do this. Thomas watched as his driver walked up to James. The next morning, James woke up in a happy mood. He was looking forward for showing off his red paintwork. Ah, what another day to be a really splendid engine. Are you sure, James? You look a bit different. What do you mean? I'm black! Gordon and Henry laughed at James. James felt really embarrassed. James, you look hilarious. Poor James was too embarrassed to answer. From the rest of the day, James was too embarrassed to show his paintwork, so he hid while the other engines passed by. That night, James picked up some workmen and some fresh paint and went on to Thomas's shed. The next morning, Thomas woke up to be in a very different color. Cinders and ashes! Look at me! I'm green! It's like they say, feeling blue, try something new. Very funny, James, but this is way not funny. Yeah, well, it wasn't really funny what you did to me. That's because I was trying to teach you a lesson. A lesson? A lesson about what? A lesson to not be a show-off. I'm no show-off. You always were, James. Pah! I never was a show-off. Then there was trouble. Thomas and James, you have caused confusion and delay. It's not my fault, sir. It's not mine either. It is too. No, yours. But you. Silence! Percy told me everything, and I'm not impressed with the tricks you played on each other. We're sorry, sir. This is our fault. Yes, sir. We're sorry, sir. For now, we'll do everything to put things right again, sir. Thomas and James were good as their word. They worked extra hard all day long. It didn't bother them what color they were anymore, because they knew they could always be really useful engines. That night, the two engines apologized to each other. I'm really sorry for repainting you black, James. It wasn't right for me to do that to you. And I'm sorry too. I should have never teased you about my paintwork. It's okay, James. After all, I'm the one who started this. Stuff and nonsense, Thomas. I'm the one who started it. Well, I'm just happy we're both friends again. Me too, Thomas. And the two friends puffed away to their sheds.